Irregular heart rate. Mental trauma. Recommendation, regression therapy, bed rest.
Out of the question! I'm fine! Fit as a fiddle!
Denial. Increased distress.
Captain! Victor over the Void Wolf, right? Ignore the droid. Someone needs a memory wipe. Name's General Conlath. Used to command Republic forces on Belsavis. Then they moved me here. Said I couldn't handle it anymore. It's the Dreadmaster's fault. Sith who terrorize entire armies with fear. Their forces descended on Belsavis. But they couldn't scare me.
Who are these Dreadmasters?
6 of the nastiest Sith you'll meet. Fear's their weapon. Turns seasoned veterans into whimpering babies. But not me. The nightmare's brewing on Belsavis, at Section X. We locked the Dreadmasters there before the imps sprung them. Now the Dreadmaster's servants are loose in Section X, and I'm stuck here with this quack droid. If you don't stop their vile army, no one will.
What is Section X?
Old Belsavis security block. Republic built it out to imprison our Sith friends. The Dreadmaster's army swarming over Section X. Head to Belsavis, help our boys beat them down. Major Endrin will brief you. He's a good soldier, even if he did report me to the psych doctors.
Just tell me where the action is.
Finally. I've been calming the Republic for days. Starting to get frostbite out here. Name's Bren. I'm SIS. Been tracking intel reports of Imperial activity in Belsavis' frigid zone. Nothing's supposed to be here. Turns out there's something. The Fatality. Imperial destroyer downed years ago. The Dreadmaster's forces are holding it like she's still spaceworthy.
So the Imperials aren't the only ones after this wreck? That ship must really be something.
Don't get me wrong. The Fatality's a write-off, which makes this all the more interesting. Been piecing together old intel reports. Long time back, shortly after the Dreadmaster's capture, the Fatality paid Belsavis a surprise visit. We shot it down before it could do much damage. Looked like the vessel disintegrated on impact. No more imp ships came, so we figured it was a fluke.
Hard to believe an Imperial destroyer accidentally stumbled onto the Republic's top-secret prison.
That's how it looked then. But the Dreadmasters knew to look for the Fatality's wreckage. I'm thinking it came here to rescue them. I got close to the fighting out there. The Dreadmaster's forces are a nasty bunch, led by a mean mountain of a Hawk. The imps are terrified of this guy. Heard the commander telling his men the Hawk's hunting them for sport. Can't argue with that assessment.
What I'm hearing is challenging the Hawk to a game of sabacc probably isn't an option.
I don't think he plays cards. Might eat them, I suppose. Whatever's inside the Fatality, we don't want the imps or Dreadmasters getting it. People like you could make sure they don't.
I didn't listen to all this just to say no. Of course I'll help you.
I'm giving you coordinates to the Fatality's excavation site. Send the competition packing and hunt down the ship's cargo manifest. Then we'll know what we're dealing with. Be seeing you.
Tuntazuza Nerko, Higadaloya, Okatauza Azul. Trula Mustaki Trita Nini, Tadnu Valulia Witiba.
You can keep this wreck. I came for the cargo manifest.
Ta Chunakwa Bo Nutudubita. Topamaske, Ikatugutu Lu Rajarat Roda Puliyama.
Are you saying those are HK droids?
Tuchu Uya, Hiwanchi Kospa.
Here's your cargo manifest. The Fatality was carrying HK droids.
HK droids haven't been seen in the galaxy for decades. And that ship is filled with them. Some kind of secret Imperial project. No wonder our friends are fighting over that wreck.
That doesn't explain why the Fatality came to Belsavis years ago. Was the Empire planning to use those droids here?
Not the Empire. An apprentice of the Dreadmasters. According to this, he stole the Fatality and its HKs at their command. It's all starting to make sense. The Dreadmasters used their powers to guide the Fatality and its HKs here to stage a breakout. That plan failed. But now our enemies can use the droids for something much worse.
There wasn't a single HK droid on the ship that wasn't damaged and frozen in ice.
You can bet our enemies have a plan to fix them. HK droids are a bigger advantage than our enemies deserve. We've got to get those things out of the Fatality and working for us.
I could do a lot of good with an assassin droid on my team.
Considering how many defeats you've personally handed the Empire, I'd say you're exactly who needs an HK unit. Problem is, the Fatality's droids were all damaged in the crash. They've spent years on ice, but we need them working yesterday. Schematics and spare parts are the key ingredients. I know for a fact Czerka Corporation maintains HK designs in their laboratory databases.
Good old Czerka. You can always count on those guys to have things they shouldn't. Time for a little breaking and entering.
Probably more of the former than the latter. I have a lead on one private Czerka complex. Raiding it won't be easy, but what is? The rest will be up to you. Get the schematics and whatever parts we'll need. I'll maintain position and watch the Fatality until you get back. Be seeing you.
Rata apatiki ilprit veritini savasias avere casis. Andravimos pandimas protescada viteratai. Patarana ango mis aka nanom alas potas era. Atodo nomanas somogo todo gisbavo apietai.
Bude wahalu ful kuleg ukunet ugustama akukuzadu. Couvrons-nous l'horizon gal ruvel azon ou jedet urumuta.
Nuila kapa janganga, agadenam memua imuk. Labora manga, mamninika, namnaya mamnikamra. Ada kiam memak ben memak. Kini kap tangkalak. Nayam mengem kaika. Kekwa nam karak nayam memak.
Warabuj statul dun umod, tatolle ranza tuega. Lufata naturu kurzundu aftalulu uwak gamlu mendu.
I have everything we need to reactivate the HK droids.
Everything except the best droid engineer in the sector. Luckily, he owes me a favor. He'll meet you inside the Fatality when it's clear. And yes, that means enemy forces have retaken the ship. This time, a Sith calling himself the Lord of Agony.
Say what you want about Sith, but I appreciate their openness. You always know what their hobbies and interests are.
Personally, I'd prefer they keep more to themselves. You're in for a nightmare of a fight. But it's the only way to keep those HK droids out of enemy hands. Once the Fatality is safe to enter, my engineer friend will head it inside. Not much of a talker, but he gets the job done.
Колкото чуска на уико чуса, юмата чипотата.
Configuration. Self-diagnostics complete. Personality matrix updated. All systems go. Salutation. Greetings, Master. I am HK-51. I am armed, operational, and at your command? Observation. I previously served the Sith Empire. Now I serve you. That is unexpected.
Is serving someone who isn't Imperial a problem for you?
Clarification. I will obey your commands regardless. I am, first and foremost, a professional. I will serve you in whatever political body you represent. I am a stable, reliable, and efficient assassin. Query. Your appearance fairly screams shoot me. Will we be eliminating your enemies on a regular basis, Master?
I'm a people person. I try not to kill anyone I don't have to.
Reassurance. Enemies are not people, Master. They are targets, and deserve what is coming to them. Information. I will locate your starship and familiarize myself with your crew. I promise not to eliminate anyone without your authorization.